What, Clive? Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Okay, is the mic working right now? Can you hear me? I think, I don't know, I pushed the button on my controller. Oh fuck. God damn it. I had the mute button on my controller the whole time, and apparently that affects the snowball mic to my right. Fuck's sake. So you didn't hear anything until right now. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Bestie. Fuck. You can hear me now though, right? Thanks for joining me, Clyde. Good to have Bestie in the chat. How's it going? How have you been? Ah, fuck me. Cause I was playing FF14 earlier, and I wanted to share a clip with Greg, but I didn't want my voice to be in the audio recording. And I left it on, and I forgot that it just disables all microphones around you, including when you're streaming. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad things are working now. I'm glad you're good. I'm also good. I feel like I'm on at the cusp of like discovering how to unlock basically to have more energy than I tend to have, for lack of better words, because I've been very sleepy for the longest time. I've kind of abandoned the cold turkey added sugars quest, because I just realized after like 26 days that shit is depressing, and I naturally have a sweet tooth, and that makes me really happy. So I'm still trying to figure out moderation, and then I will truly ascend to the 6th dimension at least. But yeah, I just drank some caramel sauce before starting the stream because I needed that little hit. You ever just drink like chocolate sauce and caramel sauce from
Well, Sid,
from the container?
I remember what you told me.
Just kind of squeeze it onto your tongue.
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, it may as well
Little sells really tasty sweet sauce, and I have it at least once a day now.
But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix...
Yeah, I absolutely want to review my diet, because I've been making basic ass stir fries for a while now,
Maybe he could have done something
and
for the lost.
I'm wondering if I'm still missing essential nutrients.
Not even
But
the Phoenix can bring
apparently
back
sweet
the dead.
treats are an essential thing for me. That's kind of what keeps John alive.
Life has
So
a beginning and an end.
by going to cold turkey, I'm denying a part of myself,
So we
you
must
know.
live while we have the chance,
Strawberry pencils, hell yeah.
and not as slaves to the crystals.
I can't remember if I've ever had those, but I can already picture what they taste like. I know exactly what they are. Jill! Best girl. Coots, best boy.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
Karen the
I
Karen.
thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before I go
Iconic.
off to restock my supplies.
Do you have a sweet tooth, Harold? It's interesting because like I've looked up online and there are so many articles that demonize sugar and added sugar.
It wasn't the most scenic
There was only
thing
one
back
like
then,
Reddit post where
but it
I
was
read
never
someone
as
was
bad as
like,
this.
I feel so much happier after having a sweet treat, but I want to give up. What should I do? And there was this wholesome response saying that if you know what, if sugar
Soon,
really makes you happy and
there'll be
gets
no
you
escaping
motivated and
sights
stuff,
like these.
then you should have it. And it was so refreshing to like read that, you know.
so our mission
Obviously,
remains
they did
unchanged.
go into a paragraph about how moderation is key.
We
'Cause,
cannot
of
stop
course,
until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for
almost
ether
everywhere
with
you
them.
go, everyone will tell you
The only
the
one
opposite.
that remains
Like,
in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
and they talk about the benefits of completely abstaining from
It's
added
the
sugar.
capital of the empire
Well, the
these
benefit I
days.
got was depression.
One like to think how tightly
And that
guarded
wasn't
they've
what I was
got
in
the
this shit
place.
for.
Not that that'll
Sweet and
stop you.
savoury. That's
If we
the
do,
best
I'll
kind of
scout
tooth
it
to
out
have.
before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this.
Also, I don't know
with
if you're into McDonald's, but
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry.
they're celebrating
Have
their
you forgotten
birthday or
the
something,
most
and they
wanted
have these
man in the
birthday donuts,
twins?
which are
I
the
thought
tits.
you might like to
Honestly,
disguise yourselves
everyone
as the
should try it. It's
attendants of a
birthday cake
travelling
donuts.
trader, assuming you've no
Goddamn.
better ideas.
I needed that in my
You
system
wanted to
at
buy
least
yourself
once.
some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your
Oh
chance.
shit! My favorite food's a McDonald's. I've just read that now.
You're letting me go with them.
You've had the birthday donuts? Hell yeah, my guy.
Stop
Hell
that, you
yeah,
pretty
my guy.
bones, you great galoot.
Barbecue pizza is gorgeous. It took me way too long to appreciate barbecue bases
Between the Dominion and the
after
Bottlad
years of
Market.
tomato bases.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way.
So I'm talking over Goots.
It'll be a damn sight
Having a
less
good
risky
time.
than footing up the length of the Crystal Road.
I don't know what he's excited about, but I'm happy for him.
Thank you, Aaron. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Hold on.
Okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
What a sweet little lad.
Off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Jill is almost like European medieval Tifa Lockhart. Almost. I literally just say that because they have very similar hairstyles.
Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Thin crust barbecue based. Yeah, that is the shittest shit, and I mean that as a compliment. Josh Stripe Hayes. Is that a part Game of Thrones reference? Are you referring to Clive? Oh yeah, he's got the main protag look down. He's medieval European Noctis. But with quite a different personality also. Noct just wants to stay in the hotel and play video games, but he's
How are you feeling?
forced with the burden of becoming
Thanks,
king.
Natalia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
I guess Clive and Noct have that in common. They're both of royalty. Josh Stripe has the YouTuber. Oh, I'm not familiar with them. No, this is Ben Starr. Ben is a legend. Ben Starr's like one of the best things to happen to the Final Fantasy franchise in a while. He did a good job, I think, in this installment.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Actually, both Ben Starr and Ray Chase, voice of Noctis, they interact with their fans quite a lot, and they often read lines. They often read lines that they're asked for them. I'd love for someone to write a script of a conversation between Clive and Noct, and those two could like get in on it. That'd be fun. I could see it happening. If they could get the FF16 cast to reenact Steam Tams, I think anything's possible. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this move yet, it's pretty sick. Clive has wings now. Here you go. Woo! That's Clive's special Kiara mode. He transforms into his favorite VTuber once every minute. God, this game will be amazing with like PC mods. I'm so excited for that release, just so I can see the mods. It's been far too long since they promised, like, in the initial trailer they were like, oh yeah, this is also coming out on PC. That has yet to become a thing yet. Yet. Oh, hell yeah, I can imagine. This game was made for Kiara. That's so fucked up they haven't released this on PC yet. That should have been a major priority.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward.
Probably one criticism I'll have for this game is the side quests are kind of on the boring side.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone.
Everyone says things that aren't particularly interesting, and then you go do the thing, and then you get your
My
reward.
brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation,
But I gotta do it because
bastards
I'm a
are lying in
completionist.
wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but
And I want
we've
ability
not got
points.
the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise
I
to
am
lend us a
permanently
hand,
on fire.
at least you'll pocket a
I
relief
will
for
accept your
troubles.
quest.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head.
Do you have a bucket of water?
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy
For my
price
chest.
tag, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry.
It is
We won't
eternally
be forking
inflamed.
over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
The quest title is it's straight to the point. That's inspiring. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Judging by the title, I think I'm supposed to like pick up a pencil or something.
I'm not sure I trust
I'll
those
go
two.
ahead and do that.
But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. Got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Get 'em.
I forgot it's combo. Slowly. Hell yeah. Everybody's going. Oh, you missed kind of a boring intro to a side quest. Yeah, I was just saying, I think the weakest part of this game are the side quests, where like no one particularly says anything interesting, and you just kind of, and then you just go and do the thing, and then you get your reward. So that's what we're doing right now. We're taking care of bandits. The actual gameplay is fun. It's just the side quest dialogue and stories aren't the most grim thing. Also, I hope Bella's okay. That does not sound fun. Get comboed, nerd. But I have to do these side quests because I'm a completionist, and also I want ability points to learn good new skills. One thing they did do was add some cutscenes and future updates to make some of the quests a little more interesting, and I appreciate that effort. It's just that we had to wait for an update to get those, I guess. Shit. There's one, like, kind of traumatizing one where you hear Clive screaming in agony during the process of him, like, getting his tattoo removed. Like, this mark that bearers get. People who can cast magic, because they're looked down upon, and, like, they're basically used as tools. And he went through a little operation to get rid of that on his face. And holy shit, Ben Starr, he really let it all out for that cutscene. Like, it's just a black screen and him screaming. And I don't remember that being in the game before the pre-update. Yeah, the laser tattoos do sound. Laser tattooing sounds pretty scary. Probably a big reason why I'm tattoo-less, but I've made it like it's my life goal to get some guns back. I have tattoo envy from Joe because he's got some really sick ones lately. Have you seen them? Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? Here's a hot take. Is this thing on? A Realm Reborn ain't even that bad. It really ain't. I fell in love with the game from the very beginning. Everyone's entitled to opinions, but all those opinions are wrong. I'll absolutely agree that the story gets even better, like by the time you get to Heavensward, but plenty of cool stuff happens in A Realm Reborn.
That's them.
Also, I'm glad Bella's fine.
Where's that card?
That makes me feel better. Sweet baby. Hope I don't get cancelled for saying A Realm Reborn isn't even that bad. Don't tell anybody. Except tell everybody, because they need to hear it.
Out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the card.
EverQuest, that's a game I haven't touched. I heard that's pretty hardcore.
Our merchant friend will be delighted.
I know nothing. I know next to nothing about it, but I guess it's quite. I've heard it's a little grindy and difficult,
Fine warrior, whole
which isn't always a bad thing. But
you've done your part, and that's all you need to worry about. Here.
And RuneScape, I appreciate the like
Now piss off.
people have all kinds of like tales of like the good times they've had with RuneScape, and it seems like that game seems like the pinnacle of nostalgia. I personally couldn't get past the graphics, and I don't usually solely judge games based on graphics, but I just didn't like the look of RuneScape when I saw it, and I don't like the way the camera is positioned, where it's like kind of looking down on your characters and stuff. That's a big reason why I'm not a League of Legends fan. The one exception to this rule, this opinion though, is Hades. I've been having such a good time with that. 18 hours and got to level 11. Wow. Wow. Now that sounds like Final Fantasy 11. That game used to be hella grindy. I'm very nostalgic about that, but I don't know if I'd be able to play it again in that state. The way it used to be. Yeah, I've never played RuneScape. I think my standards were I don't know. I'm gonna sound like such a snob, but like after playing Final Fantasy 11 and then seeing RuneScape, I was like, I think I'm good with Final Fantasy. I don't want to shit on RuneScape because I appreciate how iconic it is.
When it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold.
I just never got into it, I guess. Maybe I judged the book by its cover too hard. I did hear that it got a graphical update though, RuneScape. Is RuneScape 3 is that actually a sequel? Or is it just like an update to RuneScape? I remember seeing ads for it on YouTube years ago. And it definitely looked like an improvement.
Enough of you, are there?
Over here! Go, over here!
This is my favorite genre, when medieval meets the future. I love this. This is my favorite shit. Probably a big reason why I love the critically acclaimed online games. It has a lot of this. Eorzea versus the Gallian Empire is almost like medieval versus future. In a way. It does look like a Nier Automata zone. You're so right. These are actually like the ruins of like a previous civilization. Like they were super advanced technology wise, and then something mysterious wiped them out. So all these robots are actually very, very old, despite being futuristic. RuneScape 3 is the devs moving over to a new code language and overhauling Ozra's. I get that. Nostalgia is a powerful thing. But yeah, I would have to play the updated version, I think. Does it have the same story and quests and everything? It's just like graphical and gameplay update? Or is everything new? Ooh. Rare frame rate W right here. For some reason I can rarely get it this smooth. Unless I'm in combat. That's the biggest update I think everyone wants for this game, is more consistent 60 FPS. Because now it's not so great. I'm even in performance mode, which should enhance that.
So this is Zemeckis.
It still looks pretty.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated
At least it's pretty.
by the story as a child.
Long, long ago.
And the animation's amazing, and like the facial expressions and everything.
And challenged the gods.
They really knocked it out of the park with these graphics.
The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
That was a good
shot. You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men.
I was a huge fan of Final Fantasy.
He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
Enough to make you believe you're living in a Final Fantasy.
We're not far from Boklad.
We really do live in a Final Fantasy 16.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us.
End credits.
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, this city is insane. Just a mountain of buildings and castles.
I see the reports are true, Father.
Oh, you think so?
I've surrendered the throne to Olivier.
Mayhaps.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
Oh, this is gay dragon man. He's great.
He is but a boy.
They made Bahamut gay in this game. Did I mention that?
Father, please.
I feel like I've said that way too many. Wait, I'm a little too excited about that. I've talked about it way too much.
And I can think of none better suited to the task.
But no, we stand a gay dragon king.
There is other news, Dion. Hugo
or Prince, I guess.
Dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
All shall bow before my gay dragon son. I'm so proud of him.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Even though I am now a tyrant.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father.
I hate Edelweiss. How could you do this?
You much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths.
This lady is also evil.
Regarding the nature of nations, of rulers.
She's actually Clive's evil mother.
And of the divine.
In case you didn't know.
You would trust the words of this traitress.
She's a traitress.
Her country.
I didn't even know that was a word.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Fuck.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I would agree in saying hot, but she reminds me a little too much of a certain human being in real life who I'm not super fond of.
Count your blessings, Dion.
A
For a
certain
baseball
celebrity.
child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the
She
throne.
looks like she probably poops in beds.
Of my blood.
I feel like I need to say no more. I'm sorry, I've ruined this character for you, Harry. No. But that was the first person I thought of when I like first saw her and like learned she was evil and stuff.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Oh man, I've ruined a baddie for my bestie. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear it from me. Let's talk about really cool character comparisons, like how Matthew Patel's like God of Tanaka. How cool is that, right?
Good girl.
Oh, dude, it's totally fine to still crush on Jill. Like I said, Jill is like medieval European Tifa Lockhart.
Faster.
Slightly different personality, but she is pure. She's best girl. Oh, autistic stretchy lady's fine too. It's just Clive's evil mom that I can't get around, that I can't get past. You can still love Ninetales. I'm just not a fan of, what was her name again? Annabella? I should know this, I'm a big fan of this game. I might have misread your message. You said back to crushing on Jill. Okay. That's acceptable. That's great. For a second I thought you were like, no, I can't crush on anyone anymore. I read that wrong. Don't speak that name. I didn't want to mention that name. It was great to see we're on the same page, even if I ruined the character for you. Also, Gabe Bahamut says, don't be a tyrant, Dad. I loved you once. Stop it. Get some help.
Let's go.
Okay, it's yonder. Tight. Dude, did you know you could do chocobo drifting? How sick is this?
With the Imperials on high alert.
No.
Except when characters start talking.
His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside.
Set me free!
And increasingly
I want to drift!
But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Wee! We're so back. What that? What that? Alright guys, get out of here. Need to stop harming wildlife.
Time to fight. More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Okay, let's fight. You know what?
Straight home now.
They aggroed first. Shit.
Get him. Over here.
I love that move. Heat Wave. Heat Wave is the GOAT of iconic abilities. It's a very good time. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention. I choked on chocolate sauce this morning. The one thing that like gives me will to live, my life force, it went down the wrong way somehow. And I was coughing a lot, and when I tried inhaling from my mouth, and I made the kind of sound, even though I was breathing normally, and it was just fucking awful, but at least I had energy to do my job. But, oof. Make sure your chocolate sauce goes down the right way, guys. You've choked on whipped cream? Oh, that... I'm so sorry, that was miserable. I didn't know it was... How is it possible to choke on these substances?
Yes.
These weird, half-liquidy substances. Going everywhere but inside you. Ah, right. I hope he... Yeah. I hope he didn't send you in a coughing fit, like I was in. That was rough.
That's it.
I got better after like an hour. Maximum.
That'll do, girl.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Thankfully, the caramel sauce I took before this stream didn't kill me, so count my blessings, right? That's my review of Lidl's caramel sauce. It didn't kill me.
Scooping up all the best customers.
Buy it for $1.25.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion post haste. I am hurrying, my lord.
This game has weird invisible walls. It's okay.
This is everything. It must be transported.
Are there any video games you're playing at the moment?
Peaches and pears.
I know you played The Witcher on stream, and we've talked about BG3 quite a lot. Is there anything else you played at the moment?
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
Blade and Sorcery. Ooh. That's a title I was interested in. Never got around to it though. Is it a good time?
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline
Helldivers. I also never got into that. I wanted to play multiplayer with you guys. Never got around to that.
Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek
Everything Greg
entry
showed me
form a
looks so
line
good.
and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the
You
only
can
ones who are...
Blade and Sorcery is VR? Holy shit.
And they're checking everyone.
Nice.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass.
Exclusively. Oh my god.
Let's go and
Okay, I
find
need
Goots,
this.
shall we?
I need this in my system.
He must be around here somewhere.
I forgot to do that, and now it's done, and now
Taste my
everything is
peaches.
good.
They're sweet as nectar.
Toggle, where's person?
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Okay, but can toggle? Damn it. Fly, Ambrosia!
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Where's Goots the goat? Okay. Ah, friend. Hi, sweet baby.
Ah, Goots. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even
We need to
start?
burn the child.
I know where. I've got a pal in Buck lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she
Sorry,
does.
just my
Where do we find her?
intrusive thoughts.
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans. Up
Pay
that
no
way.
attention to
Sign's
intrusive
got a red
thoughts.
chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
That sounds so fun, dude. I wanna explore epic dungeons in VR. That's so cool. Storytelling through like the environment.
keep an eye out for this red.
I need to look up some gameplay of this.
And the other on our purses.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Blade and Sorcery, I had a completely different game in mind. One that's like third person, not VR. But that sounds like a lot of fun.
Out of my sight.
Let's engulf the child in my phoenix flames. Sorry, pay no attention to the intrusive thoughts. Sometimes pick them out. Treasure chest. Alright. Got some music. And goblin currency. I think the game I'm thinking of has Blade in the title. But I'm almost certain it had sorcery as well. I'm not remembering it too well, but I think it had either one of those words in the title. It may or may not have been an MMO. With like action-based combat. Mountain Blade. I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't think so. I don't remember the word mount being in there. I don't know. Wish I could tell you.
We'd be rich.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you believe it? I believe it, all right. What's that? The third...
Something about an incinerated child. Did you hear? Sorry, it's just me intrusive thoughts. Of course you didn't hear that.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
What's wrong with you? That's what they call me, cheap and nasty.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the
I collabed
Crystalline
with Big
Dominion.
Nasty
Take
once.
it or leave it.
We made a sick mixtape.
We're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Alright, dude. Take care of bins.
Don't go,
See you soon.
He's me mate.
Have good bin time.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
New baddie unlocked. Friendship Annabella over. New baddie, my new best friend.
So what trouble have you got yourself into
Whose
this
name
time?
I forget. Eloise. Okay. Owner of the Crimson Caravans, a highly esteemed porterage firm in Bocklad. Eloise has a knack for business and a head for figures, which she used to build her business from the ground up into the success it is today. Bam.
It's me trader's
That's her life
house.
story.
It got stolen.
You're welcome.
By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might
Alright,
have
enjoy
an idea
bins.
Which little band could have done this?
I had to bring my own bins in.
We just need our pass back.
Specifically my food bin.
We can be on our way.
Bin singular.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress
to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait.
Welcome back, Sir Clyde!
If you try and do that, like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome, buddy.
Eloise at your service.
I already knew that. How did you know
A
that?
pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
I read your... What's this called again? I read your active time law. What does that mean? Take a seal and please never speak with me again.
The furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
That would be such... That would be so interesting if, like, Clive had an internal active time lore, and he knew everything about everyone before speaking with them. And he just ended up freaking out everyone he spoke to. That would be so cool if that was canon. Because I learned of her name before she even introduced herself. Thanks to active time lore. Yeah, Life is Strange. Hell yeah. I don't care what anyone thinks. Final Fantasy Spirits Within is peak film. The greatest film. Everyone should respect it. I don't even care. That's my favorite Max Caulfield quote.
Bloody Crimson Caravan, scooping up all the best customers.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion. I am hurrying, my lord.
Harry, I just remembered, I've been meaning for like a week now to gush with you over Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. How good was it? We both binged it. When I was seeing my parents, I wasn't expecting to binge the entirety of the Netflix series in one day with them. But yeah, that happened. It destroyed me from episode 1, and honestly I was happy with it. I was so happy they went in this insane different direction. It did a Final Fantasy VII remake. That's what it did. Story-wise. I would hold back and be like spoiler warning, but thankfully I don't have a massive audience, and I don't... Possibly no one's gonna rewatch these highlights, so... The VODs. Yeah, it was kind of like a... It was essentially an alternate timeline sequel, wasn't it? With a much happier ending. There's something so wholesome and cozy about watching, like, Ramona bury the hatchet with all her exes. I can see this becoming like my comfort show that I just keep coming back to. It's like being Puppycat levels of comfort, you know. And like, I'm dying to watch it again, but I actually got the collection of all the original Scott Pilgrim comics, and now I want to read those first, and like, and then I'm gonna rewatch Scott Pilgrim Takes Off and see if like I catch anything, like any references or whatever. I'm so excited to just watch it again.
Porter for hire. The best service at the best price.
This is everything. It must be.
I don't know if you've read the original comics, but in the first comic, where like Knives is watching Sex Will on practice for the first time, it actually has like the lyrics and the chords in the panels, so you can actually play the song yourself. And I tried figuring it out with my acoustic guitar, and pretty decent song. I know the entire point like is that Sex Bomb is supposed to be a sucky band, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't a fan. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a fan. And it was fun figuring out the song. The song only has 3 chords, so pretty easy. It's like Green Day levels of easy, but it's fun. I guess the creator of Scott Pilgrim is something of a musician. No shit, right? In fact, I'll take photos of the panel so that you can play along to it if you like, Gary. I'll share them in group chat.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Out of my sight, peasants. Buy some pears and piss off.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Yeah, they accidentally made Sex Bomb fucking awesome. Let's be real.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular?
And when Scott's all like, "Yeah, we're terrible. Please come watch us." Why would you lie to Ramona like that?
I expect you want to know more.
She told me you
Your
were
band's
looking
awesome.
for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs.
Also, Kim carries the band.
And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them.
She absolutely carries.
Know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved.
Totally.
I
think I remember reading that all the actors, they actually learned how to play their instruments purely for this movie. Michael Cera picked up the bass and learned it, etc. I don't think they were musicians beforehand. That being said, though, what's her name? Brie Larson. She's an amazing singer. She probably has the best song in the movie, actually. Clash at Demon Head. I'm a big fan of them too.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you when. So good.
Fish for sale.
So
Fresh
good.
sorted and smoked. Sorry. Message from Eloise.
I don't know
She's
the
asked me
rest
to
of
help
the
her
words,
to
but I
help you
love
find
this
the
song.
pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
Greetings. Have you ever read Scott Pilgrim?
You saw the
His
refugees
precious little
gathered by the
life.
entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
Jill,
Some
I
of them
could,
take
I
it as
could
an opportunity
hardly
to rid
put the
themselves
book
of
down.
unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the
We
children.
live in medieval times. What are you talking about, Clive?
You should start with the children around here then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have
We're
heard
medieval.
something.
What's a Scott Pilgrim?
Alright then. Questioning children.
Implying that she knows exactly what a Scott Pilgrim is.
What can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders?
Clive, we're medieval.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
That hasn't been invented yet.
I'll take the large one.
Is there a show out there that does that kind of joke where, like, characters from history are, like, aware of things that have yet to be invented? Has anyone made that kind of joke before? I feel like it's a thing.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
It absolutely has happened before.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Only thing you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry.
Mood.
I'll leave you alone.
Adults are terrible. Big mood.
Oh, just leave me alone.
Yes, sir.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You shouldn't be saying that out loud. That's highly inappropriate.
The finest earthenware from the Free City.
I don't get how sweet and nectary they are.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble.
What's picking pockets, eh?
Calling. You know what to tell them.
Precious.
The caravan stops next to the check.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
I'm looking for sweet as nectar peaches.
We've heard
Have you
that
seen
some
any?
very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
You all know one of my favourite gags in Scott Pilgrim Takes Off? Old young Neil.
Come on, come on!
That made me laugh. I'm a big fan of old young Neil. Even young Neil's a great character, it's true.
This is everything. It must be transported.
I'm glad he got such an important role in Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy!
Oh, Stephen, he's the talent, right?
There are no crystals here.
Lead singer. Yeah, he didn't get so much. They expanded on so many characters and did a lot of justice. Just like give them more screen time and story. We didn't really see Stephen at all.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. I wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by
Was
our
he the
guards.
one character they didn't expand
Would
on?
they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these.
Because everyone else was fleshed out really nicely.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
Oh, right, they wrote the play. Oh, okay.
So
I guess that's something.
Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
I totally forgot it was them that wrote the play, though, which I guess says a lot. Stephen deserved it a little more than he got.
I need to find him before his employers do.
They made knives really cute in that art style. I was always curious though why she's the only one with those kind of like Pac-Man, Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse eyes, you know. I think she's the only character with those eyes.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
I think there was a moment in the film where like he had his arm on Julie and like Scott was like, are you guys dating? But then they were like, forget about that, and they didn't really expand on it. It happened, but it was kind of brief. I actually rewatched the movie recently, and I'm pretty sure that happened. I don't know. I imagine they go more into it in the books and stuff. Oh, he's bi. Nice. Good for him. I love how they made the vegan X fall for Wallace. That was great.
Sorry. We won't do it again. We promise.
Wallace is the GOAT. People have been saying for a while that he deserves his own spin-off series, and honestly, yeah, I support that. I support that want. Dude, vegan powers and vegan portals are so funny. I was actually theorizing with my parents whether like a vegetarian portal would be like half as powerful and would only take you like half the distance a vegan portal could. Though they never established vegetarian portals in the movie or the series.
There are no crystals here.
Daddy.
I want to see those adventures too. Damn it, needs to happen. Wallace is the GOAT.
The Chocobo pen's back there. I don't know if it's the same lad who stole from you, but that's where he was headed.
You ever have that when you like you watch like a film or series adaptation of like a comic? You watch that before you read the comic, and you're so used to the voices.
I'm not going to hurt you.
But you kind of wonder like how would I have pictured all these characters? How would they sound in my head had I read the comics first? It's really hard for me to picture that because I feel like all the voices suit the characters perfectly. But I'm still like, huh? What would I have come up with in my head for like Scott instead of Michael Cera?
Didn't come at all half the time before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else, someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
Getting Conroy.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if
Of
that's
course.
what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway.
It's hard to
If it weren't for
imagine
their guilt,
Batman
me and my mates would have starved.
sounding not like Batman. Like what reviews do. I've yet to watch Robert Pattinson's Batman. Like I never imagined him as that character.
Wait, we're not.
I bet that's interesting.
Don't hurt him.
Is he the new guy, or is there since been a new guy after Pattinson?
We're on the same side. Like hell we are.
Oh shit! Do I have to fight this guy? I can't remember.
That brooch.
Never
Where
mind.
did you get it?
No fight today.
Master Theo?
Hamish Linklater. Oh.
Boots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship.
I like his
But
purple.
it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared.
He has many shades of purple.
Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing.
This guy would be the pro tag if it wasn't Clive. He's a classic Plum protagonist. From Plum Fantasy.
Oh, where is it?
Dude, me too. Is it so much to ask for plum armor? I would be complete if I could acquire that.
I'm sorry.
You think so? I'm gonna have to invest in armor of plums. For sure. No VTOs. I gotta save up for that shit. Except for the VTO I've already taken for this Monday.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them.
We have a weird system at work where like you can personalize your time off with VTO offers. You can select exactly how much time you want to get paid for, how much your annual leave you want to use.
Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
And
Even if I wanted to. They always come to town
I
to
figured
take
because like
meet us outside the gate.
at when October comes, my remaining annual leave is gonna go over to carryover leave,
Which way were we going?
which I can use on top of my regular annual leave. And I had an hour and a half to spare, and I wanted to use it somehow. So I'm gonna. So for Monday, I'm gonna get paid for an hour and a half's worth. The rest is unpaid. The remaining 4.5 hours is unpaid time off. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of money. There's a little. There's a couple of monies. I'll take it. We love our late capitalism scraps in this day and age. It's our favorite thing.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
Your birds owe me 350.
That's that then.
I'll be coming back for that. Do you like my sword, by the way? It really contrasts with the rest of Clive. But I really like contrast. I don't think I'll keep this sword forever, but it just looks funny. I thought I'd try it out for a little bit, for a quick spell. Oh, come on. Just a single 350. The bird owes me it. Thanks, dude. Lazo must have an awesome sword.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business. You should have minded your own.
Oh, that was so sick. Hang on. I gotta do that again. You can just juggle them. Like a... You can bounce them like a basketball. Ow! Get Phoenix, nerd! Alright, that was fun.
I doubt these were the ringleaders, but at least we know we're on the right track.
Imagine being Phoenix to dust by some guy. Yeah.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
I love that Chocobos can glide in this game. That's my big favorite. You also get a little speed boost when you drift like that. Okay, I gotta demonstrate my heat wave power. Cast a projectile on me. Yes! Oh, that's so sick, that's my favorite move. You find more heat waves if you manage to block a projectile. It's so good. It also reduces the cooldown so you can use it again quickly. Come at me, bro. God, so hell. Ow. Once more. Do it, you won't. It's so fun. Dude, we're balling.
More foot soldiers.
We balling. We're bandits. Get dunked on. Desert Rose is a nice name for flower.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the
I
most
said
of it.
burn the child, not finger chop.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stone.
That's taking it too far.
They
Yubi
don't
yubi.
deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Do you think they're just big fans of Carne? And want to make a child finger sacrifice for their goddess?
Kill him! Kill them all!
Got him. Let's see if we can get a parry. Fuck. Let's see if we can get a parry. Fuck. Let's see if we can get a parry. Yes! First try. Oh yeah. You all saw it. I did it. Get phoenixed, nerd. Too easy. Imagine sucking.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course.
That's a good question.
Be sure to tell her of the
Unfortunately, this is probably leaning on the easy spectrum. Just for like this current stream, I've noticed like the battles haven't been overly challenging. It could just be that I'm super used to the enemies now, and I've learned a lot in my previous battles. But I could really do with a hefty boss that's hard to predict, you know. I feel like if I had a stronger sword on my back, then I'd probably finish all these battles in 10 seconds. So I'm grateful for that, you know. I want my battles to last, but I definitely don't have a need for any potions. I'm finding. Hopefully the challenge will pick up again soon. I'm still having fun though. This isn't even like the hard mode which you unlock after beating the game. Apparently, the Final Fantasy mode, as it's called, it introduces more enemies that you fight simultaneously, and all the enemies have new attacks that they don't use in normal mode. So I'm pretty excited for that, for New Game Plus mode. New Game Plus with the hard mode. What's important is this is still a fun time. Yeah, I could do with a little more challenge, almost spice.
My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been...
Yeah, at the moment the game lets you have 6 iconic abilities simultaneously. Like, you're pretty OP. You have a lot of special attacks to play with.
I only hope yours is among the
with not too long cooldowns.
Time and Theo's return will tell.
It's just Flames of Rebirth that has
Welcome home.
Has a cooldown that's like at least a minute long, but
you are too kind, Eloise.
That's fair because that's like special attack. The one where Clive grows wings
to keep a closer eye on it from now on.
and just nukes everything around him.
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course.
The wife is back.
I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly, would it now? Sid.
She's the sister of Plum Knight.
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravan
They're Plum
are always
siblings.
happy to help those in need.
Plum Lilings.
Anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree?
What is his name again, and why isn't it Plum? Why are you Theodore?
It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
And our duty, and our privilege, and our delight, and our joy, and...
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Ah, heck yeah.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
I might have enough for an upgrade for a certain move.
Right then.
Nope, I'm nowhere fucking near. Well, actually, I'm like 400-ish away. This is like ultimate Phoenix wing attack. That's the current goal, and then we're gonna move on to Garuda wind attacks. Some of my favorites.
Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Side quest unlocked. Let's go yonder.
If our new arrivals have brought any
It's honestly agonizing, this rule I've imposed on myself where I'm learning every ability in chronological order, because there's so much Garuda stuff I want to be able to do, but I'm denying myself. It sucks. Like, there's this move where you can like pull an enemy towards you. Deadly Embrace is awesome, and you can summon a fucking tornado. But nope, I have to master every skill in order. This is what I'm putting myself through. And I'm questioning why I set that as a rule for this challenge. I have way too much fire. It's all I know. I want a little wind in my life. That's so much. We're inching closer and closer though. Inching. Because really, like, if I want to follow the canon of the story, I have access to wind, lightning abilities, stone abilities, earth abilities. But with this rule, I'm just a fire boy. Clive is a fire boy. I won't let him explore his full powers yet. No. Short answer, no. Long answer, I predict it's going to take me at least 3 playthroughs to acquire and master every single ability. It might take 2, it might take 3 or 4 maximum, because you have a lot of ability points you gotta spend. Especially with the latest DLC, which unlocks a new circle with like water abilities. So yeah, this going to take some time. I'm going to be streaming this for a while yet.
Crews and caravans scooping up all the hurry customers. I must leave for the
I am hurrying, my lord.
Sometimes I'm tempted to just like complete this in my own time, but I gotta save it for the stream, man. For the stream.
I see you've been
for the stream. For the band.
Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness.
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone.
Absolutely, you guys are gonna get
I've been having trouble with thieves.
vast amounts of
the many pains
Jill and Clive.
I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track.
I hope you don't get too sick of this flavor of ice cream,
Joseph's a sellsword,
because you're going to be concealing
anything
it
like
for
that.
years to come.
But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Why not?
Any idea where his search for the
Why
thieves might have
not?
taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Bucklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
One thing I am going to do though, with this current run, I'm intending to like, I'm not skipping any cutscenes, but I will skip them once I get into New Game Plus, which will make things a lot faster because it's Final Fantasy, and like, naturally 90% of it is like cutscenes and story, which I love. but that should make things a lot speedier once I get into the cutscene skipping.
For hire. Best service.
Dude, we got four watchers? Welcome everybody, welcome. Hope you're all having a decent Saturday. Or whatever day it is in your time zone. We're side questing.
If I knew arrivals had brought any coin.
I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
I just lost a viewer after saying that. That's always so funny to me.
A gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might...
They're like, nah, fuck this.
Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Fucking Ignis Final Fantasy 15 reference in 2024.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you.
I understand.
You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Your little recipe. Delicious. Let's accept one more queue and then storm through them all.
Pardon me, but
oh, hi
you
there.
happen to be a fight. That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire.
Something tells me you're a fire boy.
Coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the...
Alright bro, thanks so much for joining.
And I require a rugged...
This has been a great time. I missed you. Always good to see you. And you're always welcome.
Should you accept, you will not only earn your...
See you later, and enjoy sustenance.
The true treasure that awaits us there.
Let's do this again sometime.
And storied history of Zemeckis. Well, will you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
Come!
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. And from there, onward to discovery. Quickly. There is not a moment to lose.
You know what? I might possibly...
Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
I might possibly stop talking over cutscenes, and also I might possibly bring this one to an end for tonight.
I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
We'll leave a big cliffhanger for all these side quests, and get back to that possibly Wednesday. How about that? Okay. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. It's been a blast. Let's do this again. Slater.